Assalamu alaikum. Dear students of Honors Fourth Year of Dhaka Mohanagar Mahila College, how are you? I hope you are all well at home and trying to study regularly. You are cordially welcome to my online class of literary criticism from Victorian era to modern age. Here with you I am Shabnam Bailey, lecturer in English at Dhaka Mohanagar Mahila College. Today, I will briefly discuss the life of Terry Eagleton and the context of writing The Rise of English from the course The Rise of English by Terry Eagleton. And in my next class, I will discuss the rise of English more. So let's start the biography of Terry Eagleton. Terry Eagleton, or Terence Francis Eagleton in full form, is a literary theorist, critic, and public intellectual. He is currently distinguished professor of English literature at Lancaster University. Eagleton has published over 40 books but remains best known for his literary theory and introduction, which was published in 1983, and this book has been sold over 7,15,000 copies. The work elucidates the emerging literary theory of the period, as well as arguing that all literary theory is necessarily political. He has also been a prominent critic of postmodernism, publishing works such as The Illusions of Postmodernism in 1996 and the book After Theory in 2003. He argues that, influenced by postmodernism, cultural theory has wrongly devalued objectivity and ethics. His thinking is influenced by Marxism and by Christian faith. Let's revisit his early life. Eagleton was born on 22 February in 1943 to Francis Paul Eagleton and his wife Rosalind. He grew up in a working-class Irish Catholic family in Salford, with roots in County Galway. His mother's side of the family had strong Irish Republican sympathies. He served as an altar boy at a local Carmelite convent, where he was responsible for escorting novice nuns taking their vows, a role referred to in the titles of his memoir, The Gatekeeper. Now his education. He was educated at De La Salle College, a Roman Catholic grammar school in Pendleton, Salford. In 1961, he went to read English at Trinity College, Cambridge, where he graduated with first-class honors. He later described his undergraduate experience as a waste of time. However, in 1964, he moved to Jesus College, Cambridge, where as a junior research fellow and doctoral students, he became the youngest fellow at the college since the 18th century. He was supervised by Raymond Williams. It was during this period that his leftist convictions began to take hold, and he edited a radical Catholic leftist periodical called Slant. In 1969, he moved to the University of Oxford, where he became a fellow and tutor of Wadham College, Linacre College, and St. Catherine College, becoming Thomas Wharton Professor of English in 1992. At Wadham, Eagleton ran a well-known seminar on Marxist literary theory, which in the 1980s metamorphosized into the radical pressure group Oxford English Limited and its journal News from the Nowhere, Journal of the Oxford English Faculty Opposition, to which he contributed several pieces. In 2001, Eagleton left Oxford to occupy the John Edward Taylor Chair of Cultural Theory at the University of Manchester. Now, however, formally at the Thomas Weston Professor of English Literature at the University of Oxford and John Ward Taylor Professor of Cultural Theory at the University of Manchester, Eagleton has held visiting appointments at universities around the world, including Cornell, Duke, Iowa, Melbourne, Trinity College in Dublin, and Yale. Eagleton delivered Yale University's 2008 Terry Lectures and the University of Edinburgh's 2010 Guildford Lecture entitled The God Debate. He gave the 2010 Richard Price Memorial Lecture at Newington Green Unitarian Church, speaking on the New Atheism and the War on Terror. In 2009, he published a book which accompanied his lectures on religion entitled Reason, Faith and Revelation, Reflections on the God Debate. However, we see that he gave various lectures on various things. However, he is best known for his literary theory, where for his book Literary Theory and Introduction, where he says that why literature is important in a man's life and how it occupies a place of religion. Now let's see a brief context of his literary theory. Why literary theory is very much important for the rise of English. Why literary theory is important in reading the rise of English, or how it is related. Actually, the rise of English, the essay Rise of English, is the first chapter of his essay or of his book Literary Theory and Introduction. অর্থাৎ তার যে লিটারারি থিওরি অ্যান্ড ইন্ট্রোডাকশন বইটা আছে তার প্রথম চ্যাপ্টারের নামই হচ্ছে গিয়ে দ্য রাইজ অফ ইংলিশ। অর্থাৎ প্রথম চ্যাপ্টারে সে ইংলিশের যে উত্থানটা সেটা নিয়ে আলোচনা করে, এবং সে ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টার অ্যান্ড দ্যাট ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টার is the book is the reading passage of your course. So let's visit Terry Eglinton's so let's visit Terry Eglinton's literary theory and what are the context of it. Terry Eglinton's Literary Theory and Introduction is a critical overview of the history of literary theory, starting before the emergence of the Romantic movement in the 18th century England and ending with the post-structural in 1970s and 1980s. Through this historical approach, Eglinton explores the questions what is literature and what is literary theory. After undermining the answers various schools of thought give to this answer, he concludes that literature is simply a social construct and literary theory therefore is an artificial discipline. Eglinton begins the book by raising the difficulty of defining literature and therefore of defining literary theory. After supplying a few provisional solutions that all fail, he concludes that literature is an unstable category which varies greatly according to the social, political, and cultural circumstances. As a result of its close connection with social and political factors, literature is intimately connected with the persistence or evolution of a society's powers and structure. To illustrate this fact, Eglinton begins the body of the work by examining the history of literature. Literature is consistently shown to be constructed intended to conform the middle class with upper class values, which is even explicitly the goal of Matthew Arnold. However, structuralism is ultimately flawed and elements of it are incorporated into the linguistic and philosophical system known as the post-structuralism. The book is concluded by returning to the original question of defining literary theory and determining that ultimately literary theory is an arbitrary and artificial science, since literature is not an identifiable object but as a social object determined by the social forces. In its place should be substituted a general study of language rhetoric. Furthermore, the political nature of language should be emphasized, and the purpose of rhetorical should be the undermining of the existing political order and the creation of a new social order in its place. অর্থাৎ তার এই লিটারারি থিওরি বইয়ের ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টারে বলাই আছে দ্য রাইজ অফ লিটারেচার। অর্থাৎ লিটারেচার কেন দরকার, লিটারেচারের দায়িত্বটা কী, লিটারেচারের ভূমিকাটা কী আমাদের জীবনে, আমাদের পারিপার্শ্বিক বা প্রতিদিনের জীবনে লিটারেচার কী ভূমিকা পালন করে। He very aptly presents how literature changed our life and how literature occupies the place of religion. লিটারেচারের কাজগুলো থেকে লিটারেচার কী করতে পারে সেটা সে দেখিয়েছে, অ্যান্ড হি প্রেজেন্টস দ্য লিটারেচার ফ্রম রোমান্টিক মুভমেন্ট, যে দ্যাট হাউ লিটারেচার ফ্রম রোমান্টিক মুভমেন্ট হ্যাজ চেঞ্জ the society or the face of the people at that time. So to dissect a literary theory must, অর্থাৎ লিটারেচার গুলোকে ডিসেক্ট করতে হলে লিটারারি থিওরি দরকার পড়বে, and he presents his literary theory like structuralism and modernism and postmodernism. They are in literary theory. However, these are not the concerning issue while reading the rise of English, because you only have to read why English, particularly the literature of English, is important for our lives or our day-to-day lives. So let's end here today. I will come more with the context of the rise of English in my next class. Till then, stay safe, stay at home, and stay safe everywhere. Thank you.